Hey. Okay. Hi guys. Happy New Year. This is my first video of 2011. Oh snap! Today, if you get what I get, what would you say? Okay. So something major happened to me, you guys. I bought a song on the internet. A song. I bought a song. Oh my gosh. Wow. Anybody who knows me knows that I always just download my music for free, like Frostwire, Hot New Hip Hop, or whatever. And I bought a song, and it was the one I was just playing. Look at Me Now by Chris Brown featuring Busta Rhymes and Lil Wayne. And that's a bomb song. I'm glad I bought it. Okay, I love Chris Brown, and I wanted to give him some money. So there you go. Even though it was kind of expensive, it was $1.39. I remember when songs used to be 99 cents on iTunes or whatever. Even though I didn't buy it off iTunes, I bought it off his website, Mechanical Dummy. It's pretty cool. Y'all should check it out. MechanicalDummy.com. So if y'all watch the news, y'all know about the fish and the birds. The fish being washed up on shore dead, and the birds falling from the sky dead in a couple states. And I thought that was really weird. My mom told me about that, and I was like, what the heck? So I saw a video about it on World Star Hip Hop, and these news people were talking about, is it a catastrophic event happening? Is it like the rapture or some crap? And it's not. The reason why the fish were washed up on shore in Brazil, uh, Maryland, and somewhere else is because during the winter, the water gets colder than it normally is. And all the fish, only this one breed of fish called the spotfish, moves south of the Atlantic Ocean, I think, because the water is warmer. So this year, I guess, there were more fish this time, and they didn't have time to get out. You're really messing up my video right now. I had to stop. Anyway. And, yeah, they didn't have time to they didn't have time to get out, and most of the babies died, not really the adults, because the adults got out, but a lot of baby fish died, and they, oh, and then, and then, and they, really though, she walked like she, anyway, I'm sorry guys, I'm having a lot of distractions today. I'm not about to remake this video again, because I've done it like 4 times already. Anyway, so, yeah, the fish, and they didn't get back in time, so they died because the water was too cold for them. And then, like, 2 million of them got washed up on shore in Maryland and some other places. Yeah, I said that already. Okay. Chris Brown. Oh, about the birds. I don't know anything about that. About the birds falling out of the sky dead. That's kind of weird. But there's a bird flu going on, I think. Right? Yeah. Okay. So, Chris Brown followed people last week on Twitter. Oh my gosh! If you have a Twitter, you know that Chris Brown doesn't follow fans. He usually just follows his friends or other celebrities. And so I was like, oh snap. But I didn't, I would have got followed. Y'all know I love Chris Brown. So I didn't get followed because I was at school and I didn't know anything about that until I got home. Although my friend Jasper did try and help me. That was really sweet of him. So that's crazy. He's supposed to do it again next week, and y'all best believe I'm gonna be on the lookout, cause y'all know I like Chris Brown, and I want him to follow me. Hey. Okay, I learned some financial things the other day. I was in the city with my mother, and I went from school to the car and left. And I had track practice. I hadn't eaten since lunch, so I was really hungry. So when we got there, across the street from the place was a Mexican food restaurant, and I was like, oh snap, there's food. Let me go buy some. I went in there, and she was like, oh, we take cash only. And I'm like, okay, I don't have any cash, all I have is a debit card. So I went. She was like, oh, there's an ATM next door in the donut shop. So I went to the ATM. I'm looking. I've never used the ATM before. I felt kind of tight, because I've never done that before. I get to put in my PIN number. And so I went in there, and then it was talking about you gotta pay $2.15 to take money off your card, and the lowest amount of money you could take is $20. All I wanted was 10. So I had to take out unnecessary money plus pay some money I ain't like that, but I was hungry, so I really didn't care. That's pretty steep. I know the ATM company has to get paid too, so I'm not really tripping that hard. Yeah, so I learned that about financial issues. I don't really like the ATM. I'll probably stick with cash or just not. Yeah. So, Willow Smith. I really like the girl. Y'all know I like with my hair. I made up a dance to it or whatever. I need to put that on YouTube, by the way. But, she's not going to school. And I learned this a long time ago. I just been talking about it now. She's not going to school. And I'm like, the little girl is 10. What is that? What grade is that? Fourth grade? No, that's the third grade. Yes, 10 years old was third grade. Well, for me it was. And, yeah, so she's been going on tour or doing performances around the country just for Whip My Hair. She only has one song. She's missing out on her education for one song. One song. I think Will and Jada need to, put their foot down and be like, girl, you need to go to school. There's a tutor that goes with her everywhere, but she doesn't get to do the lessons because she's so busy. And she can't go to her school because she does go to, she goes to a private school in LA. And, she can't even go there because she's always traveling. And I'm like, girl, you only got one song. You only got one song, okay? Go to school, child. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to talk about. The weather, I wish the rain would stop. It hadn't rained in a couple days, thank God, but I know it's gonna rain again someday, and I'm really tired of it. Yeah. So follow me on Twitter at Amari Gabrielle. IMARIGABRIELLE. And on Tumblr, Amari Darling. IMARIDARLINGG.tumblr.com. Yeah, Happy New Year. I hope you guys enjoyed my video, even though it was unnecessarily long. But yeah, okay, bye.